Hello, hello, hello. It's Nikki Manching on this final Sunday in August of 2023. Oh my God, this year is going by so fast. We're almost ready for our next festival. It's going to be just a little over a month away. If you haven't signed up, you only have another 2 weeks to sign up and registration is closed. I'm going to talk about it more later. For right now, let's bring up Sonic Boom Boom. They've got an amazing show for you tonight, and followed by the Upside Down Players.
Sunburn in the spring. I took my kids. This reminds me. I took my kids to the beach at Siesta Key in Florida, and it was in the spring, so we had been in all winter inside, and we were ready to have fun in the sun. And so we went out there in our swimsuits and spent the day because we were living at a place right on the beach. And by the end of the day, everybody was so red and raw that we went to the grocery store to get some kind of salve, and people had all kinds of advice there, and one of them was to put vinegar on, and that, I'll tell you, that did not work. Vinegar does not work on sunburns.
So I've been trying a teaspoon of vinegar every day.
Yeah, and do you have you noticed results?
Well, I was going to ask you. I thought maybe you had noticed a change in me or something, but uh, I feel sour.
Frank, now that you mention it, I have noticed a difference in you. Yes. And yes, it is sour.
Huh. Well, I don't want us to be sour. I want us to. I was doing this so that I could live healthier and do more for you.
And believe me, I'm grateful for all that you do. Frank, uh, there's no easy way to say this. The vinegar gives you an odor.
I take it not a pleasant odor.
You smell, Frank.
Well, I can't tell. You know, um, I'll try. Well, how long have you been keeping this to yourself?
Like 10 days now.
You've lived with a stinky husband for 10 days.
And honestly, I'm at my wit's end at this point. I love you. I love you, but
I know.
yeah.
Well, I love you too, and I am glad you told me because I wouldn't want you to live with a stinky husband for 10 years.
No, well, yeah. I was even considering taking vinegar every day myself so that we would both match.
Edit.
Oh dear. I don't know where my patient is. I'm just so anxious to get this new procedure started. Oh, there you are, madam.
Marvel, you're mumbling to yourself again.
Oh, I'm so. You've heard of me, Dr. Williamson. I'm world-renowned face peeler, and I'm here to peel away all your wrinkles and signs of aging.
You're a blessing, Dr. Levinson.
Yes, yes. Yes. Well, so I just want to take a look. Oh, I see many creases and crevices.
Thank you. I've earned every single one of them,
Yes.
but I would like to have them ironed out.
All of them ironed out?
Yes, Dr. Levinson. You're
Okay.
a miracle worker, is what I hear.
Well, I am heating up the torch. Okay. If you could just put a little bit closer. There you go. Oh, now you're skinless for the moment. Oh dear, something went haywire. Oh,
Why? What? Is something wrong,
oh,
Dr. Levinson?
well, half of your face changed. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me get the manual. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna take your skin. Here it is. I have it on a silver platter. Take it and just put it right back on you. There you go. Oh gosh, it got worse.
I don't like hearing that.
Well, maybe a little bit of massage might help. Just take a deep breath. Oh, it's straightening out. Take another deep breath. One more and
Edit
hyperventilate.
Joan. Edit Joan. Okay, now, what I want you to do is to move your fingers like this in a circle very quickly. That's it. That's it. Okay. Well, then, do this. I want you to turn your head side to side. That's going to help with your face.
I feel like a bobblehead.
So since
I
you feel
can't
like a
stop now.
bobblehead, why don't you just do some of
Nurse
the
Nancy, I can't stop.
your face is improving just as we speak. You look 100% better, but I think maybe you should do, open and close your mouth.
I can't call it.
You're doing a great job.
I'm doing what I can.
Oh, I better go see if the doctor's available to come back in the room. I'm out of it.
Oh, no.
Oh. Black and white pictures. I love looking through my family album of black and white pictures. There's something so nostalgic about them. And I especially love the black and white pictures of my grandparents. Now, my grandfather was a dentist. My grandmother, they used to call her Queenie. She loved jewelry, but it was always like the fake jewelry, the Monet jewelry. And she loved her afternoon cocktail and her cigarettes. And I've got one picture of them. I'd have to say, I think it's from the 1940s, the late 40s. They're at some dinner club in New York, and all the men had derbies on and fake mustaches that kind of roll up. And my grandmother's sitting there, and she's got a bottle of beer and a cigarette, and the expression on her face is priceless. And it's my favorite black and white photograph of all time.
Granny, I'm not comfortable going to the store and getting your cigarettes and beer anymore.
This because I have to rely on you. I have to rely on you. I cannot get out on my own, and you're the one with the limber legs, Sonny.
I know, but Granny, every time they ask me for my ID, they want to know how old I am. They say I'm too young to get you, and I tell them it's for you, but they
Then
look at
lie a little. What's wrong with you?
plus Granny, I want you to be around for a long time. I don't know if this is healthy.
Oh, you're withholding my cigarettes and beer. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, I will put a curse on you if you don't take care of my cigarettes and beer, Sonny.
Okay, Granny, but can you cut down? Can you at least just kind of I mean a pack and a six pack every day? It's like
That's the name of my game, Sonny. That's how I play it.
oh well, Granny, I love you.
Oh,
And
thank you, Sonny. Have a cigarette.
oh no, thank you. I don't smoke, but I'll take some beer.
All right, there's some beer. What kind of a schmelzer are you when you don't smoke cigarettes?
Well, I find it interferes with the beer, but you know, I'm so glad that you're taking care of me instead of my parents, because boy, they were really bad.
I know that. I raised your mother. I know that. They're just jerks. So
Evelyn. Hi, honey. Mom just got out of prison and I put your name down as a responsible person.
Oh, Mom, I'm so glad to have you back home.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You never visited me.
well, it was a little hard. You seem to be like in solitary most of the time, but
Yeah, I just act out. I can't help it.
well, there's been some changes at home too. But
My house? You've changed my home?
well, yeah, that was kind of the first thing we changed.
We?
Yeah, me
You
and
replaced me?
well, no, I got married.
You got married?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Well, again, it was hard to communicate with you while you were in prison, and plus, I just figured you'd be upset.
Of
So,
course I'm upset.
well,
Divorce that person immediately.
um, phew,
Get
well,
it down. Hey, Jimmy. I'm so grateful for all you do here for me around the house while I'm at work all day. But I really need you to step it up a little bit. And, like you didn't fold the towels right and you burned the dinner. You really, really need to get your act together.
I, I'm I'm sorry, Aunt Jill, but can I go home?
Not yet, dear, not yet.
Yeah, I miss my mom and my dad.
I know they're away on a really long trip and so you're here with me and and gosh, Jimmy, as long as I'm saying things, the bathroom wasn't cleaned again, you know,
Oh,
like I just don't know what you do with your day.
well, I got school, and then I got the 4-H after school, and then I also volunteer down at the hospital cleaning bedpans.
So I think, Jimmy, what we'll do is just have you get up earlier so that you can finish all your chores so that I can continue, what I need to do during the day, which, I need to do my things.
Yeah, I know, but you never let me see you do your things. And
Well, they don't allow children at the tennis club, dear, but
well, if I work extra hard and I'm really good, will you let me go home?
let's find out what your sister's doing. Maybe she can come stay with me and do all my chores.
I like that if you would get Alice.
And scene. This photograph was taken during World War II. And as far as I know, well, that's my mother on the far right, and her cousin, who turned out to be my godmother, who was a very fussy woman. The woman on the left, I believe, is my grandmother. It's hard to tell with the hat, but she's certainly getting the sunscreen or whatever they used in the 1940s to make sure they weren't getting burnt. And the gentleman smoking the cigarette in the back is my mother's cousin, and she had a crush on him for a long time. She had met my father, and they were a couple, but he was in the Navy. He was away in the Navy, someplace in Panama, getting into barb rolls. Anyway, I don't know who was taking the picture, but Marion, my mother's cousin, looks very happy about it, but my mother's not. I don't. So someone's taking the picture, and I think she realizes that some of her butt cheeks are showing. My mother was a very proper person, and I'm sure when she saw that photograph, I wasn't around when she first saw it. There was quite a reaction. So that is the story. It's called Summer at Wells Beach in the 1940s.
Come on, Greta. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't you ever heard of kissing cousins?
Why, of course I have. The neighbors up the hill, they've been crossbreeding for decades.
Well, we
I
don't have.
like the way their noses point out and then back in.
Oh, well, we don't have to take it that far.
We don't have to do anything we don't want to do.
That's true, but I've always taken a shining to you.
Well, thank you. I have taken a shining to you too, because you're shiny.
I'm shiny. Well, then we ought to just go with that.
All right. All right. I'm here. I'm ready for you. I'm all here for you.
You're on board. Well,
Earl.
Well, I didn't expect you to be so willing.
Whoa, you were hoping I wouldn't be.
Well, I didn't know it'd be this easy.
Well, my middle name is Ever Ready. I'm Ever Ready. Earl.
Well, I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Well, you're entitled. You're entitled to have I got a list. You're choice number 2. So I got a list of 10 choices. I'm fine with anything you want to do, Earl.
Wow, you're just so, I guess it's like you said, ever ready. You're so ready to, doesn't matter. Whoever needs a battery, you're there.
I believe in 2 timing.
Tag in Joan. Tag out Lynn and Tom. Oh, Gwendolyn, is that what you're wearing tonight?
It's my not in mourning shirt.
Yes, but dear, a lady needs to be covered up.
Well, I'm as covered up as I can be. I mean, sure, it's cut off at the, you know.
A
Mother,
lady,
it's just so modest. I don't know what's wrong with this shirt.
lady must have decorum, my dear. We have to have decorum, and you don't want anything showing. You don't want to give people the wrong impression.
You make me wear 3 bras and 2 undershirts to
Mhm.
flatten me out. I mean,
Well,
what else can I do?
You don't want men looking at your body parts with evil thoughts in their minds.
They run away when they see me because I look like such a freak.
You look beautiful, darling. It's
Beautiful, beautiful for you. Look at you. You look just. You know, one of these days, I'm going to take all my clothes off and I'm going to go out in the front yard and I'm going to sing Glory, Glory, Hallelujah.
Gwendolyn, you can't do that. What would the
Well,
neighbors?
I will.
Oh my God, we'd be the.
Yeah.
You cannot do that, Gwendolyn.
You think this is an idle threat? You think? Huh?
Gwendolyn, don't do it.
You
Don't
think?
do it. Gwendolyn, I'm begging you, don't do it.
I
Tag
still
on,
have 3
Susan.
undershirts and 4 bras on. What's the problem?
Well, I'll tell you something. While your grandfather here was over in the big one fighting the enemy, your grandmother was out there laying on the beach just having the time of her life.
That's what women do.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of other women that helped in the floor, but I don't get me wrong or nothing. I'm glad we had your mother, and I'm glad we have you, because we need a little whippersnapper, kind of keep us young and alive.
A whippersnapper. Oh, Grandpa, you are just so old-fashioned.
I know. I can't help it. The world has passed me by.
I'm snapping now. I'm just snapping my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I like about you. You got spunk.
Spunk. Spunk it is. Get it
Yeah.
from you. Because it's
Well-
long gone, but
That's what I like about you. You've got the best sense of humor I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. I appreciate all your compliments. They make me feel great.
time to come in for another peel, madam. You can fix the other side of your face.
The doctor can see you at 12 tomorrow.
Thank you.
Let's all go to the beach and show our butt cheeks.
Oh, let's do that.
Mhm.
And but you don't mind if mine.
I'm listening.
I have a few scars I don't want people to see.
Oh, Tony, we want to see your scars.
Do.
Mhm.
I
Right
know.
side or left side, Tony?
Maybe it's both.
Or maybe it is both.
You guys are just, as they say in Britain, I think, being cheeky.
Ah, nice pun. He does puns.
He does puns. He's very punny.
He is funny.
I know.
Just watch out for the sand.
Where's my beer? I want my beer. I need my beer. I gotta have it. I gotta have it now. I need my beer.
Granny, I don't have your beer, but I got something even better. I got it at one of them plant stores.
I'm listening.
I want you to try this. It's called Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, that was my best friend growing up in first grade.
Well, look at all these happy people.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
I
must
tell you,
be Mary Jane then.
it is the happy. It's the happy cigarette. That's
Good-
what I'm gonna
Good
get.
stuff, man.
I could eat a whole pizza and 7 cows right now.
Oh my
I'm
God.
feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
You know, I'm going to interrupt this before they get too happy, guys. Thank you, Sonic Boom Boom. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Bye.
Oh, Susan, Marblehead, Mass.
Palm, Orlando, Florida.
Lynn, Rotunda, West Florida.
And Joan.
That lady,
Yeah.
that
she's
lady that
from
left.
Waltham, Massachusetts.
Yeah, you'll see her in a minute. Anyway, this is Sonic Boom Boom, and we'll be back the fourth Sunday of next month too. So see you in September. Well, we'll be back next week too, but they won't be here as a group until September.
Thanks for
Hello, hello, hello. It's Nikki Menting, and I'm back again. This is our second show tonight, the Upside Down Players. They're going to be on doing something wonderful, and they're on every week for right now. And they always have something great. So, well, I'm not done talking, Holly, but you're welcome to come up here if you'd like to. They're so excited to get going yet, and we are starting. Yeah, hello there. So we are starting a couple minutes late, but they can go on the other end. So, oh my God, look, there's John. This is like a game they're playing with me. I'm surprised they're not hanging upside down. Oh, that was John. This is not part of their set. I swear to God. This is not part of their set. They are pimping me here, like they're trying to they're trying to drive me crazy. And well, I wanted to tell you that some of them are going to be live. Some of them are going to be live, and I'm going to cry at the Vintage Improv Festival, which is the 3rd to the 9th of October, and they're so excited about it. They can hardly hold themselves back. Look at this. They are amazing. This is the Upside Down Players. I'm going to give. Here they are, folks. Enjoy.
Hello, I'm Joan, one of the Upside Down Players, and we are going to do a long form scene for you tonight called Weird Ass. And it got its name from this improv couple who introduced it for the first time. Her name was Leslie Weir, and his name was Bob Dassey. So hence Weird Ass. And this is how it works. Two people will create a story, and from that story, the rest of us will do scenes inspired by something that we really like from that story, or something that horrifies us, who knows. So to get us started, your suggestion is which have fun with the homonyms.
Hi, do you remember? Do you remember the time you and I were in the candy store in Greenwich Village and we couldn't figure out which candy to get?
We always got stuck. We got stuck between the pink ones, the yellow ones, and peanut butter.
Yeah, I know. And I tried one of each. And you remember the peanut butter got stuck up in the roof of my mouth, and I couldn't say red, couldn't say blue.
And we tried to go through your nose with a straw to like knock it loose. And you were.
You remember? Yeah, you had to blow through the straw to hit that guy in the head.
And he got mad. He got so mad.
I remember that. Remember, we tried to make him feel good, and we asked him which candy he'd like to eat to make him feel better.
And we gave him one of those suckers, but it was actually jalapeno, and we weren't too happy about that.
Yeah, remember I showed you the label. It had 3 peppers after it.
We ran. I've never seen you run so fast. We ran.
No, well, I'd had a little lick of it. You remember? And I told you there was starting to be steam coming out of my ears. And so I was trying to spell my name with the steam. And I said, I will never choose that witch candy. Oh man, that was the greatest time. Shopping for Halloween candy, remember?
Halloween. Which reminds me, I gotta go fix up my costume.
Okay, don't forget, if you need the green paint, I got extra.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I see you came in here to Sucker, and Sucker. We are attorneys specializing in candy torts, any kind of tort law. And I hear that you've been having some trouble with a jalapeno sucker. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I've been having trouble. I bought this for 40 cents and it's really good, except that when I put it in sideways, oh, that's lodged right there. And I want to sue. And that's why I came to you. You're the best. I want to file a lawsuit.
We are the best, but I got to say that's something you're doing to yourself. You know, I'd have to have you sue you. You know, and
I could do that. I could do that. Yeah.
You're going to take yourself for all you're worth.
That sounds like a good idea because somebody's got to pay for this.
I know, but see, you're doing it. Could you maybe stop doing it to yourself? Oh my God, I see a gobslopper lodged back there. You did that to yourself too?
I did that to myself too. But you see, you have these billboards all over town that you're the best candy torch specialist, and that's why I'm here. So if you find me someone to sue, I'll wait.
Okay. Here's the thing, lady. It seems like the only person to sue is you. And okay, and you say you want to do that. Here's what I recommend: take $100,000 out of one of your bank accounts, take away 10,000 of that, give it to us, and put the rest, the 90, in another bank account, and you'll have sued yourself without going to court. How's that?
But I want to go to court. I mean, that's the whole thing. I want to go to court because I want to see if they dress like Judge Judy in court. I love Judge Judy.
Oh, okay, but I gotta say, lady,
tag out Jude. I've heard enough of your stupid story. You're wrong. You gotta pay the attorney. Done. It is so ordered.
Oh, Judge Judy, it's wonderful to see you. Oh my gosh. Can I get a photo?
I'm a little pissed off today.
That's the best.
Enough of this.
You look better in real life. My goodness.
Oh,
that light hits you just perfectly. Oh my gosh. Can I take you home with me? Please.
You know,
Nobody believes this.
You come to my courtroom once a month at least. It's like the curse, you know? Once a month with some stupid story and you always lose. I think you just like the attention.
I do, but I want to be in your presence. Your aura, your beauty, your words, your don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. I just love it all.
Uh-huh. You got a problem, lady, but we knew that a long time ago.
Judy said I had a problem. Judy said I had a problem. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Can I touch your robes, please? Please, pretty please.
If you'll stop this, I will let you touch my robe. But there are perimeters. All right. You can touch a bit of the sleeve above my elbow for a nanosecond. Ready?
That's short. Okay.
Oh, okay, we're done.
Get it.
You made me wait a long time this time.
I know that is kind of one of my specialties. I guess I just feel like, you know, New York City is kind of old and you might as well wait.
And so are you.
I know. And, you know, as the bus driver on line 4, I just got to say, the more I make you wait, the more you appreciate coming here on the bus.
Yeah, I appreciate you and the job you've been in for 50 some odd years. But, you know, I think that, you know, when you should know when your shift's going to go off, you know, when your shift comes on and what time your shift is on, so that when I'm waiting for
You're
you.
absolutely right.
you're there because I depend upon you because there's not much to depend on right now. And if I can't depend on you to be here at 3.5 minutes after 5:30,
I know, but
you know.
you got to get with the fun. See, here's the fun. We're going to sit here at the bus stop, and we'll just sit here and drive the next people crazy, right? I mean, the more we wait here, the more we know that we got, some good takers. They're going to be cursing out there. They're going to be throwing their sandwiches in the air. This is good. This is good. Can you get with
Well,
the program?
yeah, we are trying to do research, aren't we? We're
Oh,
trying to bring out the worst in people, right?
we could call that research. Let's call that research. I like it. Something
That's tax
everybody-
deductible. The taxi I took to get Lyft, I took to get here. I can deduct it now that we're doing
Yeah.
research
Yeah.
on people. It's very nice of you to agree to help me out, and help me become more aggressive in my life because it's really hard for me to, ask for things in a way that really makes people do it. And so, I've been nice all my whole life, and people have called me princess and all that. And ever since I met you, I just figured you just opened up a whole new realm of my life.
Oh, now see, this is what the thing is. If you get on the bus and you just hang out here and you just
Okay.
let those people down there, it's going to open a whole new world into their lives. See, you're passing it on. You're making great things happen.
I am making great things happen. As I hear you talking, I'm thinking that, people really respond to fear and aggression. And, I could just, I'm a surprising person since I met you. And like, I could just, come out and do things to people and, scare the shit out of them.
Oh, so you're saying we should expand beyond just pissing them off for having to wait.
Yeah, I think we got to epitomize this, really make it something, big, maybe we could, eventually lead somewhere, because I'm sick of being a princess and a nice person. And I really want to aim towards another kind of woman.
That sounds great. Well, you know what? I think we should take off. The more you're talking, the more I realize that I really have done, something a little bit wrong to people if they're turning out sort of like you. And so I'm just going to move on and let's drive off and pick people up.
Edit. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Hey, remember the time we watched the Wizard of Oz nonstop for 48 hours? I'm thinking about it now.
I want to be a munchkin.
I do. Hey, that's not how it goes. But that was so much fun. And I didn't know you had that strong a bladder. 48 hours.
Yeah. Well, I kind of hooked something up. Yeah.
You
And I
hooked it up.
restrict liquids for days, so I'm kind of parched.
Oh, well, it worked. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
and who knew I couldn't really fly? I tried.
You broke your nose. I remember that. You broke your
yeah.
nose. So
That
I
was
broke mine too, so we'd be twins.
Oh yeah, that was good. Thank you so much. You must
Yeah.
love me.
We're both bleeding now. Yeah.
It'll stop. Just do that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna inhale all the blood. It probably goes to your brain.
It goes to your brain.
Yeah. It
Oh
makes
my
makes you more-
gosh.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah.
Actually just flows out my mouth.
Oh, I see. You got bubbles. Whoa.
But this is fun being here with you and talking about all these old times. Boy, we sure did a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I just wanna look at my address. See, tomorrow we're gonna see another movie. We're gonna see Barbie for the 8th time.
Which one?
Bobby.
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 Bobby. Is that about Bobby Kennedy?
Bobby and Ken.
Oh, Bobby. That's right.
You haven't been to Boston, have you?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I get there and I won't park the car, but me and Bobby who visit the Kennedy Museum.
Did you telling me you've been with Bobby? No.
Who hasn't been with Bobby?
Oh, that's some new information. Who hasn't been with Ken? Skipper.
Skipper. Let's go to the movie now. Let's go to the movie now.
Okay.
The Bobby movie.
The 8 times. Hold it up.
All right. 8 times. Let's go. Bye.
8 times.
Please have a seat. We really appreciate your application to join our community performance of The Wizard of Oz this year. And you put in a lot of effort in your tryout in order to be a Munchkin. However, you're 6'5".
I know I'm a height challenge, but my voice is good.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. During the tryouts, you kept on sucking on a helium balloon, and we don't think we can do that in community theater.
I have a little pouch and I fill it with helium and I'll just put it in. No, you don't.
It's a wonderful effect. Don't get me wrong. And maybe if you were doing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, it would fit in more with the story. But this community theater, we want people just to be natural and naturally short.
Sure. I can see why you'd want somebody naturally short. I can totally see that, and the helium is kind of starting to wear off, so I can really understand. And I won't apply for if you don't think I should. But I just have to say one thing that look, I sing the song really good. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. See, I could do that.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. Because it's community theater. People, they feel like Lollipops is sending a bad message to their children. So this is going to be, we represent the Kale Guild, okay?
Oh, crap. Okay, but okay, I can understand if you don't want to hire me, if you don't want to have me be part of the show. I can really understand that. I will learn my lesson and not apply again, except couldn't you use like a 6'5" flying monkey?
Well, that's interesting you point that out. We need some sunflowers, and a nice tall sunflower would be wonderful. And you've got the pallor for it, and it would, you stand behind the scarecrow. You don't move or anything, but we think it'd be perfect for it.
You want me to be a prop? A prop?
No.
I took acting class.
Oh, get over it. I'm melting back here. I'm melting.
Hey, there's some short, I have to talk to some of these short people. Hey, can you get up on the chair so I can see you? Listen, thank you very much.
See how nice my voice is sounding? See, it's really.
I saw you take the balloon. I saw you do the helium. I'm really sorry.
Crap. Okay. One last thing. I know you can do it. I could walk around on my knees, see? And then I could just pretend like I could talk like them or something.
See,
now I'm a big puddle on the floor.
We tried that in the past, and what happens is the other people trip over your feet from behind. It's really bad in the dance numbers.
Tag out Jude. So I understand you're the hiring director for the university, and as you can see from my application, I want to apply as a professor of law, and I have a doctorate, and it's. I mean, you could read it. It's all there. It's not in law, actually. It's in dance. But I think that applies to law. I think I can do a good job.
Huh. Well, How's your choreography?
It's
Can you get others to dance with you?
it's pretty good. I have to show them what to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then they either follow me or they leave the room.
Yeah.
So I think it's I can handle this.
Well,
And
this is very interesting because we have a class action suit that we need some help with, and we feel that if you could get this 250 people dancing in the courtroom, that would be a very effective method. What do you say?
I think that would be great. I can get the 250 people dancing in the courtroom.
Uh-huh.
As long as we could use the aisles and maybe where the judge sits. That
Hell yeah.
we
Yeah,
need
yeah.
room to
Yeah.
you know.
The
But,
space is yours. Don't even worry about that.
Oh, don't worry about the jurors. Well, the jurors, I mean, they can dance too. I can write that in as a part of the scene two. Can be the jurors dancing and maybe
Yeah.
talking about the trial, like they're not supposed to do. But hey, that'll make it more interesting. What do you think?
Let me see you do an interpretive fear, because the judge is going to be really pissed off and threaten you a lot. So how would you respond to that?
Ooh,
Oh, wonderful,
you see
wonderful.
fear? You see it?
Listen,
Tag out, Lauren. Look, I think we're a perfect couple. Okay, so I'm a kangaroo. Nobody's perfect. Don't you think we could? I think we could we could live together and be happy. A little bouncing.
I don't, something. My parents are both emus, and they would be really upset if I left the species.
Oh God, but kangaroos have pouches, and we can carry stuff, and you just don't. You think it won't work?
Just think, when we dance, my head's going to be way over you. You're going to be like right here. And then you're going to start jumping and hit me in the chin a lot.
Well, that's if we dance at the wedding. We don't have to dance at the wedding. We could just kind of, I don't know, jump around.
Also, you've been my good friend for a long time, but I got to tell you, the hopping is really annoying.
Oh, crap. All these years and you never told me about the hopping?
I didn't think it was a big deal, but now I realize, and plus your tail, you've hit me with your tail. I've got bruises on my back from your tail.
Okay, so I'm not perfect, but nobody is, right? Nobody is. Oh, all right.
Hey,
Edit.
Oh, Cynthia, my dear colleague, I haven't seen you for so long. I'm so glad we're here at this grammar convention. Do you remember the time we had to tell people which words to use? They wanted to say which, this, and what, and you and we had to correct them for 3 whole weeks.
Oh, I so remember. It was so droll. We had to say they, not them, and we had to say us, not It was just on and on and on and on. We're the only ones that know what we're doing.
Ad nauseum. Remember ad nauseum? Do you remember how many people we made sick? They were all in the front row with their bath bags saying ad nauseum, ad nauseum. We were just trying to help them communicate. I don't know what's wrong with people. They don't know which words to use.
I know. If they were just as sophisticated as us and
What's wrong?
worldly.
Yes, I remember somebody put a banana peel on the floor while you were correcting them, and they laughed, and it was so sad. And oh, I was so sad.
It was sad for me. It was sad for you. For some reason, the whole room was erupted in laughter.
Just like bad grammar. It's sad. Oh, I've got to go cry in a private spot. See you later.
I'll join you.
Steve!
And we are the Upside Down Players, and I am Jude out of Seattle.
Lauren out of Dallas.
Oh, John out of Maine.
Holly, Atlanta.
Joan from Boston.
And you know, I should have come up every single time they said something just to give them back what they gave to me, interrupted them in the middle of saying their name. But I am such a polite host that I would never do that. And I really didn't mind at all that they came in. They were so much fun, weren't they? Everything. Before the show, after the show, they'll be fun next week. Thank you, Upside Down Players. Thank you, Adam, Holly, for all that you all do. We'll see you next week. It's a holiday.
Bye.
Bye.